My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Wildfrost. In today's episode, I'm going to try and make sure that I'm not going to do the daily voyage just yet, we've got a little bit more to learn. I'm going to try and make sure that we achieve each of the missions that are available to us at the point in time. So, recall 3 companions in order to unlock another one. Also, I'm just going to be killing the enemies over the course of the time, that's just going to happen. No, that's the daily voyage. Wasn't there another building here that I could upgrade in some way? No? Perhaps not. So I'm just going to make sure that I recall companions 3 times over the course of the entire run. Alright, I'm game. Let's do it. Time to choose a leader. We've Keelan. Oh, baby. That's interesting. Keelan starts with 2 damage, 12 health, a turn timer of 4, but gains 2 damage on kill. If I can give Keelan the Frenzy or Barrage, God forbid, that's a lot of power right there. There's also Chruno. This card will trigger in 5 sorry, that's just reading its counter. It's aimless. So Chruno is aimless, which means it will hit a random target, but it still is in the same row. And in exchange for that, Chruno has 5 health and 7 damage. And then there's Kumoon here at the very end, who has 11 health, 4 shell damage. Or shell health, I guess. And 3 on the attack. It's definitely going to be between Keelan and Chruno here for me. I don't like the idea of having to rely on the randomness for the hit for Chruno necessarily. I'm going to take Keelan. And also, it's time to debut the 4th wall being broken here in this series. In particular, our party is led by the Admirable Abatorth. Let's go. The 4th wall break, of course, provided by the folk that have supported over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the thank tier. At or above the especially thank tier, rather, the 4th wall tier. Abatorth, time for you to go out. Oh, I didn't even look at the base deck. I've got a Woodhead in this deck as well as a Sunrod. Countdown reduction by 2 in the base deck. Hello. Love to see that. I'm going to strike the top one with a scrappy sword. And the next one with a scrappy sword. Now I'm going to Sunrod Abatorth to attack, gaining 2 damage. Guess I didn't actually need to also damage Snowbow. Of course, that makes sense. I'm gonna play a little loose here in the first couple of rounds. Grab a new card for myself, see if I can indeed find this Sunrod. There's also Snoof, who I could start just putting out on the field and retracting back to hand in order to try and get a little bit of value that way if I wanted. Okay, there is now a Winter Worm. When hit, reduce damage by 1. I'm gonna get Snoof to prevent the Goblin from running away. Then Abatorth would be able to kill Snowbow on the response. Also kill Snowbow before it even attacks if I really wanted to. Maybe I just want to get as much money as possible out of Goblin. So I'm just gonna, again, slow down this opening fight in order to get more of that. I don't need to use the snow stick on it just yet. Okay, I'm gonna Sunrod Abatorth, just make him a little faster. A single snow stick to the top line would also be great right now. Keep the Goblin around, also basically get as much money from it as I possibly can. Reroll, looking for our next Sunrod. Unfortunately, it's going to be in the next deck cycle after this one. A little bit unfortunate for us. That's okay. It happens. I'm gonna slow down the effect of this Winter Worm. Snoof murders the Goblin on the top line. The Snow Knight is summoned. Snow Knight. Whenever anything is snowed, it will gain 1 damage. All good. Yeah, I just really can't see that being a problem for us as much. I'm just gonna start scrappy sorting folk off the field. Ultimately, not right now, but ultimately, I am going to be starting to... let's put Snoof back in hand. There we go, that's one of them. Ultimately, I'm going to be looking towards optimizing the opening fights, specifically around getting as much money as possible from, you know, killing multiple enemies at the same turn, obviously killing the goblins over time, things like that. For the moment, I'm just going to make my way through. Let's do that and then optimize afterwards, because if I try and optimize from tabula rasa, I end up just spinning my gears for ages. It doesn't necessarily help me learn. I snow stick the enemy, and then murder them. Bye-bye, Snow Knight. We claim victory over them. Interesting. So I'm getting a frozen traveler no matter what, so it's whether or not I want 2 companions here. 2 companions, just so that I can get a charm. I'm gonna take the treasure. Fungo Blaster, the Frostbell, and Noomlin Biscuit. I'm actually really interested in Noomlin Biscuit, but Fungo Blaster is scrap 1, so it will take any amount of damage, but it will kill it. When a shroomed enemy dies, I have no shroom support in this deck just yet, their shroom applies to a random enemy. I think I'm gonna need to see a lot more tools for shroom and like shroom multiplication and stuff like that for me to really feel comfortable about using Fungo Blaster in a world where you can only play 1 card per turn. It makes it much more difficult to stack up significant amounts of shroom on a target. Frostbell for 2 frost against all enemies in the row. That's the barrage keyword there. Does 0 damage, but it will hit them, triggering anything on hit keywords, and lowers their attack temporarily. I'm going to be taking the Noomlin Biscuit, however. Adds a Noomlin card to your hand, and you consume it. A Noomlin card is a card that does not end your turn when played. I don't know anything beyond that, and I cannot wait to. Alright, travelers, what do you got? Interesting. I already have the one that I'm going to be taking here, but interesting nonetheless. Demona has 6 health and 0 damage, but on activation applies 1, that's Demonize. Yes, Demonize, doubles damage taken. Counts down after taking damage. There's also Pooty. When destroyed, add Frenzy to a random ally. They are a 1/1. And then there's Fire Fist. When health is lost, gain equal spice. Anyway, I'm going to click Pooty. And I'm very clearly doing that because I've got Abatov here who gains damage on kill, and I said at the very start, oh, if I can give them a frenzy in any way, I'm going to do it. Well, here's the doing of that. Time to go into our next battle. Puffball, Shrootles, and another Puffball. Puffballs say 2 health, 0 damage. They trigger on reaction. The card will trigger against the target when an ally attacks. Got it. So Shrootles is the activator here. It will actually need to attack first in order to trigger either of the Puffballs. The Puffball applies to Shroom, and the Shrootles themselves are aimless, so they will target anyone on the field, and they will apply 1 Shroom. Also then triggering 2 Puffballs to attack that target. And then the Shrootles attacks again, 2 Puffballs. Shrootles attacks again, 2 Puffballs. That sounds pretty potent. So I'm going to try and get Nabatoth out on the field and take out that Puffball on the top line as quickly as I can. Okay, I didn't get exactly what I wanted there. What I really wanted is the sun as well as Pooty in the same hand. The sun rod, that is. Just gonna put Pooty out. I could target Pooty with the Scrappy Sword to just trigger Abatoth already? Then I would Snow Stick Shrootles to buy myself enough turns. It's actually pretty good. Is that too tricky? I think it's pretty good. I murder my own best friend. I prevent Shrootles from attacking and ruining my life right now. Flame Water increases Abatoth's damage. Now I'm attacking for 5. I could redraw right now, but Shrootles is aimless, so I really want to prevent it where possible. Yeah, I'm not going to need a ridiculous amount more damage. I'm going to just murder Shrootles rather than trying to Snow Stick them for a later turn instead. For new units on the field, we see a Shroom Gobbler, 14 health, 2 damage. Whenever this unit takes damage from Shroom, sorry, whenever anything takes damage from Shroom, gain 1 damage. And there's also a Bulbhead, a 8 health, 0 damage creature that applies 2 Shroom in Barrage. In Barrage. If I Scrappy Sword the Bulbhead, I can move into my next turn and then Sunrod Abatoth in order to immediately attack, killing the Puffball and then Bulbhead. And now I have 9 damage. What are you going to do about it? This Goblin on the field could hang around for a wee bit longer until I can kill it. I'd appreciate it, bud. Do I get that Sunrod again? I do not. I really want to play the Noomlin. Just get the Noomlin out. Start Noomlin? Wait, that Noomlin to a card in your hand. I thought it gave you a random Noomlin card. Whoa, okay. I need to read better. That's also wild. Everything is very difficult right now. Flame Water Abatoth. I take 2, I respond by killing the Goblin and then killing the Shroom Gobbler. Or rather, I only kill the Shroom Gobbler if I also use the Scrappy Sword, so I use the Scrappy Sword. Nice. The Veiled Lady applies 3 Shroom, has 15 health, has 0 damage, and cannot be frozen so effectively. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Noomlin on Snoof, making them free. I play Snoof, and then I return Snoof to hand. I'm going to pause the Veiled Lady for a turn. Reroll everything, of course. And then Abatoth can take out Shrootles and then the Puffball afterwards with just 1 Sunrod. So do it. Why don't you prove you can do it by doing it? Huh? Huh? Exactly. What you did? I Snow Stick the Veiled Lady. I Snow Stick the Veiled Lady. I'm gonna pop out a Woodhead there to block an attack, and then murder the Veiled Lady in response. Got him. Injuries! Oh no, Pooty is injured. Instead of being a 1-1, now they're a 1-1. Literally changes nothing about him. I mean, it makes sense, obviously. Oh, the woolly snail. Oh, if I can crown Pooty. But I don't really want additional travelers right now. I'm going up. I'm going for the bling snail. I'm going for a charm. Come on, be big, be big. Hog charm. Gain hog-headed. Cannot be recalled. I can't put that on Abatoth. That makes sense. I shouldn't put it on Pooty. Alright, cool. I mean, I will save that for a character that I think needs to continually have board presence. It's possible I get one of them later. Shroominator, when anything is shroomed, double your amount and lose 1 scrap. Whenever anything is shroomed. So this could double the shroom applied to you. A bling bank. I use Sunrod and Flame Water to target my own units, so I don't want to increase their damage with the Spice Sparklers while active. Add 2 damage to the items in hand. I'm going to take the Bling Bank. Whenever an enemy is killed, gain 4 Bling. I'm going to use it to try and get a little bit rich. Maybe we can do that. Infernoco. When an ally is killed, gain their damage. Ooh. Dangerous mechanic right there. Pooty! I mean, yeah, obviously I'm gonna put Pooty out, get Abatoth double strike there. I do think I'm gonna need Snoof ultimately in this fight at some point. But I also don't want to play them this turn because I want Pooty to give Abatoth the buff. One of the problems right now is that I don't know if I can play the Bling Bank because I worry if I do play it, Pooty may give it Frenzy even if it doesn't have damage. I'm not certain if it's a legal target, and I can't really risk it, unfortunately. So I'm going to use this turn to Snowstick Porcupine. Cool. I do need to kill Makoko basically as quickly as I can. But I'm also just not great at doing that. I'm gonna put Snoof out, get another unit on board. Finally time. Infernoco is only going to be attacking for 1 right now, which is pretty eminently survivable. I'm gonna put out a Bling Bank now. Just gain myself additional money, if possible. Oh, Infernoco attacks both top and bottom, even if they don't say anything to that effect, because they are a tall unit. That makes a bunch of sense, I just didn't necessarily know it. You know when you know a thing but you don't know it? Like, someone reminds you of it, and you're like, yeah, 100%, yeah, no, I had that down, I could have written a thesis about it. But unprompted, there's no way until the heat death of the universe, you will actually remember that fact. Yeah, that's basically where we were. I redraw. Oh my god. Yeah, we're early enough in this fight. I'm gonna Noomlin the Sunrod. Maybe Abatoth needs more health than that. I'm gonna block a strike for you with the Woodhead. That Porcupine takes out the Bling Bank here if I don't deal with it. So I have to throw a scrappy sword at it, unfortunately. Infernoco is about to deal 4 to both the top and bottom line right now. Have I already lost? Did I just hard plan this poorly? Take way too much damage way too early? Without a plan to heal it? Because it's looking like that. Like, I have to take Snoof off the board if I want to have any chance. Give damage to Abatoth. I don't really have too many choices there. I'm gonna redraw, hope that I get Sunrod, which I do. So I can Sunrod and then Snow Stick the Porcupine to prevent it from murdering me. Unfortunately, a play dictated by all I can accomplish. I don't like plays that are dictated by that. That's not a good thing to plan. You know, losing. I'll tell you, I don't think any of these units in hand help me as much as just redrawing and getting my way towards another possible double attack. I'm gonna use the redraw bell because it's not charged. It will end my turn. We do get the Sunrod. Quite promising. What it promises is my death. Unless... Is that boss dead? I win the round? I need to have additional units. I need to have additional units that have the ability to take additional damage. I need to have refreshing health or a plan to heal. It's good to know these things now. Don't worry, the next captain's also going to be Abatoth, as in per episode kind of thing. I was so focused on Abatoth and the growth. Alas. Just gonna murder Abatoth. Dead. I didn't kill enough enemies. I was one short of hitting the redraw bell enough times. I forgot about that one. I also, however, did unlock a new pet. I'm going to quick restart. We have Jaddle. Deals 4 additional damage to damaged targets. So is that all of the targets on the board who are damaged? Or is it that you deal 4 additional damage to targets that you damage? I'm not certain. Rodrod has 13 health and 7 damage. Smackback, counterattack after taking a hit. And then there's also Dodsnow. Applies 2 Shroom and hits the furthest target in the row. Targets the backline consistently. 2 Shroom every 5 turns. That just doesn't seem that good. I'm going to take Rodrod. Let's go for some smackback. This, of course, is still Abatoth. Let go. Got it. I need to be more wary of health. I do have a Snoof in the deck, so I will have an attacking unit eventually. While damage your While damaged, your damage increases by 2. Cool. If I throw 2 scrappy swords at this bottom line, I can take it out. And then eventually Grouchy will hit me and I'll hit it back for lethal. I just don't want to be snowed, obviously, on my target that has reaction, because snow would prevent our own reaction. I should start setting up for the future as well. Can you use a snow stick to take out the naked gnome? Pop down a woodhead, but not next to Abatoth. Abatoth murders. Ooh, only the Snoof is going to be able to deal with that goblin there. Okay, well, only the Snoof will deal with that goblin there. I put Snoof there. Snoof will freeze before the goblin runs away. Won't necessarily get a second attack off, though, before the goblin runs. I do want the Winter Worm to attack, but I don't want it to attack for as much damage as it currently has access to. So I'm gonna hit it with 2 scrappy swords. Snoof stuns that top liner. Goblin does not run away, thank you. The Winter Worm is about to attack Abatoth for 6 and then get attacked back for 7. Which I like, but I don't... I need ways to heal the unit that's gonna have smack back, obviously. Something I've only just realized somehow. I'm gonna give additional damage to that unit, because a boss unit's gonna be coming out soon that's gonna be relevant against. I redraw a bunch of stuff. I snow stick the goblin, guaranteeing that I can get 2 more hits on it. Oh, Snow Knight. Whenever anything is snowed, gain 1 damage. Fair enough. Winter Worm is about to attack for 6 against Abatoth. It then responds, murdering the Winter Worm. And we're good. We're good. We're good. This is all good. I'm going to murder the baby Snowbow on the top line. Smack back and then Snoof for a 3 times combo that turn. Now, the Snow Knight is going to attack for 2 against a unit that's dealing 8 damage. So if instead I scrappy the enemy, I respond for the full 8 health that it has. Alright, let's keep this Abatoth healthy. Let's get some more units. Do I want 2 more units, Frozen Trout? I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna balk. Blaze Tea. Wait. Can I give Frenzy to a unit that has smack back? Because the downside of Blaze Tea is that it increases the time you take to activate your attack, which is none. The pinkberry juice. I've got to take the Blaze Tea, it's so good. Now I need units to help me with the health problem that I have. Okay. Okay. What's going on here? Wart. 6 health, 0 damage, applies 2 Shroom, aimless. Every 3 turns, will attack twice. Blunky. When deployed, gain 1 block. A block blocks an entire instance of damage. This isn't really all of the health that I wanted, but I could use Blunky. Blunky blocks. Blunky, in fact, blocks 2 attacks. The first attack against themselves, and then the second attack, or the first attack against their shield, and then the second attack against themselves. Alright, Blunky. Let's go. The next Frozen Travelers offer us... Oh, of course it does. No health, but we do see Pooty, who we've obviously seen recently, as well as Pyrrha, apply 6 spice to the ally head. And Yuki, whenever anything is snowed, gain equal damage. I'm doing Pooty. You can't make me learn my lesson. How dare you try and make me learn? When hit, apply 2 frost to the attacker, which will then prevent my smackback for a while against the Uber Bear. That's a bit of a problem. Whenever anything is frosted, Snow Gobbler gains damage. Neat. I'll pop out Avatar there. I want to get Snoof out for the possibility of... Oh, no, wait, I can use Blunky and Pooty for block... Oh, no, wait. The reason I can't use Blunky and Pooty to block the Uber Bear is because the Uber Bear freezes when we respond to it. Annoying. Pop out Pooty. I get my frenzy. And I'm gonna put out Snoof behind Abatoth here. Unfortunately, interrupting my frenzy, I take the frost before the second strike of the frenzy, preventing any more of it from happening. I do think that I would have been just striking both of them though, if that weren't the case. Whenever anything is snowed, you gain 2. But I will need to allow you to attack in order to respond to you. And you have to attack Abatoth in particular as well, so I want you to do as little damage as possible. I'll play out Blunky. Get Blunk. Time for a roll. I am still a bit worried about how little I can really do to Abatoth right now. Them taking 3 damage here just gives me the ability to kill a Snow Gobbler. Do it. Oh. Really? Okay. So I can't increase consume. Oh, sorry, I can't increase consume. I can't increase counter unless the unit has counter. So Abatoth is not going to be able to get the extra frenzy from Blaze T. They can only get it from Pooty. That's really unfortunate. It severely lowers the impact of the deck I was trying to create, alas. Get him, Abatoth. Welcome out to the field, y'all. If anyone attacks me, I will be doing damage. Counterattack after taking a hit. Huh. A hit occurs when one card attacks another even if they don't deal any damage. All cards that have damage icons will attack and hit their targets. A counterattack, smackback, counterattack. I need to know. Okay, so counterattack only works if the target that hits is also a legal target for the response. It's better to know it than not, but also that cost more than I wanted it to cost. Knowledge is expensive. Use the Sun Rod to get Snoof to attack twice against the Porcupine here, taking him out. And then I smack back with Abattoth. So the Goblin is currently not being taken out in any way, shape, and or form. I'm also kind of behind the 8-ball in terms of speed on board in a way that's really not good, and I have very little health remaining on Abattoth, who I cannot heal by throwing back to the deck. Blunky I could, but Blunky also doesn't need it. In our discard pile, it's not like there's significantly better tools than I currently have access to. Alright, I'm gonna Flame Water Snoof here. I'm gonna let the Goblin run. I don't think I'm ahead enough of the battle to start considering excess stuff like that. And then I'm gonna Sunrod Snoof in order to murder the Snoo Gobbler. Bumbo! Apply 2 snow, and it does it in Barrage. Unfortunately, it does 3 damage, which will kill all of my units in Barrage, if it gets to. Okay. My turns are about to be weird. So I need the Snow Goblin not to get any more damage before it attacks for its first time, so I can't freeze anything. Snow Goblin then attacks me, I smack back with 8, and then I smack back with another 8 to Bumbo. This exclusively works if I don't freeze anything. So I'm gonna start throwing some swords. Snoof is about to cause a problem for that. That's fine, I can shuffle Snoof back into the deck if I need to. So if I put Snoof back right now... Oh, wait. No. I reroll? I didn't get it. Countdown by 2. That doesn't tell me who I have to target with this. If I use the Sunrod to target the Snow Gobbler, it would attack first this round, because the enemies attack before we do. It would attack Abattoth. Abattoth would respond by killing it and then attacking Bumbo. And then Blunky and Snoof would both kill Bumbo. Rather. I mean, that's how I really wanted this to go, but now I guess I've got to throw Snoof back. And then I'll give Flame Water to Abattoth because it can. I'm gonna put Woodhead up there on the top line. Because I could. Wait. Bumbo applied 2 freeze 2 times, hitting the Snow Gobbler. This is gonna be a nightmare. Alright, can I win? I really wish counterattack had triggered. That would have easily won. We're learning. We are learning consistently here. I know that the consume can't target anything that doesn't have, or rather the counters can't be increased on anything that doesn't have counters. I know that, I know which... I know a little bit more about how smackback is going to be occurring in the deck. I just don't have any tools that will prevent this from happening to me. Like, Snow Gobbler can attack Blunky, and that'll be fine. No problem whatsoever. I could even freeze the Snow Gobbler. Also fine. No problem whatsoever. I lose pretty much 100% of the time after that, though. I do have a Snoof in the deck. Could I save this with a Snoof? I think there's only one way to play, and that's to try and save it with the Snoof anyway. I don't really have a choice about that one. Alright, we redraw now. Do I get Snoof? Really? Oh, buddy, that's diabolical. I needed that Snoof. Yikes. Well. Well. What have we here? I don't really have much choice. How much health does Snoof have? 3. That's the worst. Just means that Bumbo kills next round. I wouldn't even be able to play the Snoof next round. So Blunky takes the barrage on the top line. If I Scrappy Sword Snow Gobbler right now, then I can scrap them at the start of the next turn as well, taking them officially out. Then I'm going to Snow Stick Bumbo to buy myself a turn. I'm then going to draw. I'm going to bring back out Snoof. Snoof. And with a Sunrod on board, I can now win. Breathing a quick sigh of relief right there. I can tell I'm going to be my biggest enemy in this game. Blunky and Pooty are both injured, but neither of them cares, as they are already 1-1s. Yeah, I'm going to be my own biggest enemy in this game, I can tell you that much easily. I'm getting a Frozen Traveler no matter which way I go, so I'm going to go north. Please give me health. When an enemy is killed, apply 3 shell to the attacker. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That'll be a really, really good way to deal with this. You can reserve companions in your deck pack at any time. Snoof, it's time for you to be opted out. We'll pick up a charm. 4. 5 from each kill. I mean, sure. That's gonna be the leader who has that. Just makes the most sense to me. I only have enough to buy a crown, and that's appropriate. Snowcake, apply 12 and consume. Demon Heart for double, but restore health. I'm gonna take the crown, as I mentioned I would. I really also like the idea of Shelly coming out early, but the problem is if Shelly comes out early, I can't guarantee that Pooty hits Abattoth, which is pretty essential. With only 16 more, there's nothing I could do, even if I wanted. So I head to the boss. Bamboozle. It's all enemies! That'll be me, that'll count me. I know what to do. I'm gonna Sunrod the baby Snowbo. It's going to attack and kill Pooty, putting the multi-strike on Abattoth, then freeing me up to start playing extra characters next turn. So now baby Snowbo is going to attack for 1, and I'm going to respond for 14 to Bamboozle. Seems good to me. I'm gonna pop Shelly out in the back line. Wait. Okay. Smackback can only hit the unit. Again, it's a counterattack, right? So it can only hit the unit that specifically triggered the damage on Abatoth. That makes them significantly less powerful. Oh no. Hey, I'm happy playing around it for a bit and seeing what works and what doesn't. Alright, Bamboozle, strike me. I should only become more powerful. I could throw Blaze Tea on Shelly? You make them attack less often. I mean, they don't really want to have it, but someone should. Got him. Wait, what? Huh? They split? Now I'm gonna have to kill the individual pieces of them. Winterworm, I really don't want you attacking for that much. I'm just gonna get a Woodhead to hard block that from me. Thank you for not dealing 8 damage to me. Boozle, unfortunately, would also slow us, which... Nah. Or, sorry, freeze us, unfortunately, which... Still same response. Nah. Wild Snorf in the back line about to do the same thing, unfortunately. I don't really have much choice but trying to attack that one, unfortunately. I'm gonna redraw for the next hand. Nice. Okay, cool. I can use Blunky to protect against the Boozle there on the top line. Hugely important, thank you for doing so. Abatoth, I'm going to increase the speed of Bam attacking you, giving you the ability to kill Bam in response. Unfortunately, the Wild Snorf just gets its attack afterwards, quite effectively as well. I'm gonna have to freeze Boozle on the top line with this Snow Stick, makes sense. Anything that applies Frost is basically impossible for me to kill except for spells. Telling me that maybe this is not the correct way to have planned for that. So the Winterworm is going to murder Blunky here. And then Shelly is going to respond by hitting the Winterworm 2 times. I'm going to start scrapping the Wild Snorf, because again, anything that has its own frost effect, I can't really deal with. I'm gonna have to redraw here. Yeah, it's not like I find great things, though. I can murder Snorf. Or Boozle. Oh, I can't murder Boozle, rather I could murder Snorf. I'm just gonna have to Snowstick Boozle. And then Snorf, unfortunately, applies the 2 there. Didn't really want that, but that's okay. Use a scrappy sword to take Snorf finally out. Another Snow Stick to prevent Boozle from ruining us. Yeah, that freeze is a problem. I'm building very narrow right now. Trying to build around the champion, trying to make additional things that they're doing work. And I'm being told very, very concisely by the game, don't. Not that way, buddy. I'm going to use some flame water on Shelly to attack for a total of 4 in 2 instances. I'm going to reroll, drawing back, hopefully, to my snow stick. Unfortunately, not to a second snow stick. But I'll settle for what I can get. That's not the snow stick! Why? I can't win this anymore if I don't start sacking units. But Abatoth also just won't have enough health to be able to respond to any of these units on board. I'm almost certain I'm dead and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. The best I could have done last turn, which now I recognize I should have done, would have been a full hand redraw and then an attempt to freeze Boozle on the top line here. Also, you know, playing the right card on the previous turn, but mistakes happen. Rather than the thing you gotta do, right, is put the mistake in your past and then just work with the new screwed up board state that you've created. Because, and this is true, that's the only way not to lose afterwards. Gotta give yourself a chance to, at least, right? Anyhow, yeah, this one's not gonna work like that. Oh well. Bye, Abatoth, for the second time. I'd love to take you out for a third, but we're just under an hour here. Thankfully, we have gotten town progress over the course of this. Not just the redraw bell, but also a new tribe unlocked. So in the next episode, we are going to have access to a lot more. The pet house has now started to exist. New pet train, rather, sorry. And the inventor's hut construction is completed. The tribe hall is now available, or rather a new tribe is available in the tribe hall, and the hot spring has started construction. The hot spring needs 50 blings from a single battle. We'll be working on that. Bushu! I saw Bushu in the old Next Fest. They won my heart then. Bushu restores 3 health to all allies. That would certainly be handy. Love a little bit of health. That is the daily voyage.
Hey there, my name's Playus. I'll be crafting up new items that you find on your future travels.
Achieve a 3x kill combo. I hope to do that as well as the credits at the same period of time. But we're going to be unlocking new items through this. Cool, cool, cool. There's also the Shademancers. These skilled warriors unleash the power of darkness by summoning spirits known as Shades to aid them in battle. Shades can absorb enemy attacks, be powered up to create devastating opponents, or strategically sacrificed to create various boons.
Neat.
1,000 damage will get us what appears to be the third and possibly for the moment final tribe. But it does seem like the kind of thing that we might be trying to do in the next episode. Until then, though, my name's been Rhapsody, and the name of the game has been Wildfrost. I'm learning. We're still learning. We know what the mechanics do, and we know that counterattack does not counterattack if I use the sword from hand. A special thanks this episode to Willow. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.